The thoughts of Nastico do not reflect those of Countdown City Wrestlecast or its affiliates. They solely belong to Nastico himself. Thank you very much.
Hey, Sheba Nader, back of the line, sucker. Get some wins up before you come talk to me.
Whew.
When's the last time she won? Probably. Oh wait, never mind. That was against Alejandro the Lion.
I was wondering if you was gonna remember that. I was going to call it out, but she was remember for a second.
What is up, Wrestle Geeks? Big Mike here with another special edition of the Countdown City Wrestlecast. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, Tommy.
Hey.
And if you're wondering why Tommy is so excited, is because we have a special guest, as you can see, showing off his bling.
I've done
yes,
nothing
you
to
can
deserve
read the name
this.
there. If you are familiar with the local scene and anything around Texas, you know the best manager, Nastico. Nastico, welcome for. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, that was a
Appreciate it.
great introduction. Usually everyone gets it wrong, but you did really good, Mike.
Well, thank
I
you.
always say my
Appreciate
name
it.
is Nastico and I'm the best manager. Everyone else likes to say best manager in Texas, greatest manager, best manager ever. You did a good job, Big Mike. Thank
You know
you.
I try to be professional. You write the best manager. That's what I go with.
Thank you. Tommy, now you got to say it.
Do I have to?
Hey, I'm a guest here.
Damn it. The best manager, Nastico.
Remember screen record that and play that over and over again every night.
Yeah, that's another thing from this show that's going to be replayed for the rest of my life that I can't avoid and I didn't say.
You know, we may have to get into this story later, but this wouldn't be the first time wrestlers have made things to get back at Tommy over the years. So
Yes, you got to be
Yeah.
on your best behavior, Tommy. I'm a guest on your show.
I've done nothing to deserve this. Not a thing. Not one thing have I done to deserve this.
Not the 5 years of me being in existence and you yelling at me every time you get a chance.
I'm sorry, have you not deserved it?
Touche.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey.
look, we're all being honest here. So hey,
Yeah, I was
do
gonna
what I
say,
gotta
I
do
didn't
to
just
get
do
the
it out of
job done.
nowhere. You started it.
Hey, I do what I got to do to get the job done. I'll do whatever it takes. You know that.
We'll give him that, and
I'll
we'll
give
get
him.
into all
Okay,
of
you know
that.
what? You know what? I'll give him that. I will admit that he does do what he has to get the job done. I'll
Yes.
go that far.
All right, but before we get into those things he does right now, let's go back to the beginning. As a kid, wrestling, was it a big part of your childhood, or when did you really start getting into it?
It was a big part of my childhood. I liked the normal things as a kid besides wrestling. Dragon Ball Z. Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that. Right. But then I was scrolling and then I saw maybe two ladies in bikinis fighting, or I don't know, maybe I saw Lita and that thong poking out or something. Something was catching my eye. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Tommy? Where she had a little thong poking out on the side of the hips. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the pants.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was scrolling and maybe it was like Sable or something. It was like a bra and panties match or something. And my grandma was really pissed at me. She's like, in Spanish, like, "What the hell are you watching? Turn that shit off. Turn it next." And ever since I found out how much she didn't want me to watch it as much as I wanted to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I like things that are bad for me, I guess. But ever since then, I was hooked, man. Hooked. I could not stop watching that stuff.
So you really have been Nastico from day one, it sounds like.
Oh, this isn't not just a name. This is me. Not just a name, Tommy.
I hate that you watch Dragon Ball Z because that means we have something in common. Crap.
Well, I don't like anime. I'm not a nerd like you. The only thing I've ever watched is Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, well, thank God. At least you
I'm not a
haven't
nerd.
spoiled all of
Sorry,
it for me.
I can't help you there.
It doesn't hurt my feelings.
So we understand what got you hooked. We're not gonna say anything bad about that there. But once you got into it, what were the wrestlers or the personalities that kept you in there that you really got behind?
Dude, come on. I wear a mask. Probably one of the greatest, I'll say, American masked wrestlers. Probably not the greatest person nowadays.
Man.
We'll say he was a good guy before he took that mask off. let's go with the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Definitely.
But and his I like X-Pac. Kane and X-Pac were my guys back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was a Triple H guy. Obviously, I like Stone Cold. I like everybody that you guys like, but like
Right.
I like Kane and X-Pac the most.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It was that era, attitude.
Yeah.
I get that. That makes sense.
But Triple H, I always thought Triple H was slept on, and then now seeing how he's like the big man, it's crazy. Yeah.
See, the funny thing is, being a little bit older and from San Antonio, I was a Shawn Michaels guy.
Yeah.
When Shawn got injured and Triple H took over, I always was kind of the opposite. I was like, "Nah, you're just trying to be better. You'll never be better than Shawn." I kind of always had like a little negative towards Triple H because of that, but
See, I came in a little after when maybe
Right.
Shawn was already gone, I think.
yeah,
And
probably.
then I'm like, I think I got a video game and he was like a special character you get. I'm
Yeah.
like, who the hell is this guy? And then like I started learning about Shawn Michaels and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was never my guy. It was always Triple H.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this is a question we like to ask people, especially because we get such a different range of ages of the people we've interviewed. Was there ever a time as you got older where you thought wrestling was uncool for a little bit, like maybe high school, where you're like, oh, there's bigger, better things to get onto, and then you come back to it, or is it always there?
Okay, I've always loved wrestling and stuff, but there was a long period of time where I had to stop watching it. Super Cena. That's all I gotta say. Super Cena
Okay.
era. Maybe I don't know, maybe 2008 or something. But like
Yeah.
it was when Cena could not lose, dude, for years.
Right.
It's probably how Roman Reigns is now, but like it. I don't know, bro. It just was Super Cena. He did the 5 moves of doom. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Yeah.
at first I was like, yeah, chain gang, and then it got really old. You know what I'm saying? Changed the song and stuff. It was cool for a little bit, but I don't know. I got really tired of Cena.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What got you back into it?
Yeah.
Back into it. I moved back home for a little bit, and then I decided I'm going to watch every single Raw in order from when it started. It's like, that's a lot of freaking hours of watching this. So let me think of something better. So on YouTube, there's a highlight guy that can literally highlight a whole entire 3-hour, 2-hour episode in 7 minutes. He'll give you like the bulletins, but it'll show you the clips and everything. So I literally watched maybe 6 minutes to 7 minute highlight videos of every single Monday Night Raw. And then I did the same thing for the pay-per-views. I did every single big pay-per-view. I did every big 4 pay-per-view highlight, which are like maybe the pay-per-view highlights are like 13 minutes, which still was a lot of time, but like I caught up severely, man. I watched everything. Just Raws though, not much SmackDowns, but
Okay.
But that got me into it. I just moving home and having my own computer and a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool because that really does catch you back up for all that stuff.
I felt like I knew everything, dude. And then I stopped. I guess when I got into training and I started doing everything I'm doing now, I kind of stopped watching as much as I should, which is weird.
Okay.
I probably should watch more now, but I watch even less now.
Yeah. So when did you decide that you wanted to be in there, not just watching it? What kind of made you make that decision?
It's crazy, man. I had no clue indie wrestling existed, bro. I had no clue anything besides WWE existed. I mean, yeah, I knew WCW, right? But like, I didn't know regular people were doing this. I thought you were born in I don't know what I was thinking, right? But then, like I said, I got the internet, started researching all the stuff. Then you started getting those websites that show you the insider stuff, the insider website. What was it, Torch?
Yeah,
something Torch or something back in the day.
PW Torch probably.
Yeah, and they would do like their wrestlers of the month or wrestlers of the week or something like that, and I would start seeing names that I wasn't familiar with. Like you would see Tyler Black, what was Dean Ambrose's name back? John Moxley, a bunch of names that were indie guys and Ring of Honor guys. Then Ring of Honor, I found out what Ring of Honor was. I was like, holy crap, there's way more than WWE. So I just typed in, because I live in Dallas, Texas, I just typed in Dallas wrestling in Dallas, pro wrestling in Dallas, and MPX came up. Yep. Y'all know MPX.
Of course.
So I went to MPX. Dude, it was only like $10-$20 to sit front row. It was crazy. And that first time I was there, I one of the security guys, I was like, hey man, y'all need any help? Like, y'all need any help doing anything? I want to help. Dude, literally the first indie show I went to, I talked to, I don't even know his name anymore. He's not in the business anymore, but he's like, yeah, show up next time, wear all black, and we'll talk or something like that. And the rest is history, dude. I was working at MPX for about a year. It was when they were at that gym. It was like at a gym where you had to move all the weights. It was Metroplex
Oh,
gym or
I know what
something
you're
like
talking
that.
about. Yeah. I know what
It
you're
was
talking
when I
about.
first saw Keith Lee. He had this Mewtwo stuff.
Yeah.
He was like Mewtwo Keith Lee or something like that.
Yeah. I was never in that building, but I remember seeing all the videos and like the promos and stuff that people would shoot in there. So I remember seeing that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. And then once I started getting in the business, I started knowing a little bit more. And then let's see. I think I never really thought about training wrestling there. I just wanted to. I was just so happy to be a security guard, dude. I was just like, holy shit, I'm in the business, y'all. I'm fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I knew I was hooked. I knew I had to go, even though it was terrible, dude. Tearing down that place and setting up the ring and tearing it back down, putting all the weights back was the worst experience of my life, but I did it every time and I loved it, dude. I met like this RIP Jason Silver. He was there. He talked to me a lot when I was a security guard because that was his domain area, the MPX area.
Yeah.
I saw him jump off this top thing onto a stack of chairs. Craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life, man. And like I said, I was hooked. So I think about a year of setting that up every other month. It wasn't every week. It was like every other month, or it was monthly or something back in the day, or every other week or something. I think it was every other week back in the day. I don't remember. But after doing that for about a year, I met like what's his name? I met I'm trying to tell you his real name. I call him Little Tony, but his real name is Anthony Black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He is one of the co-trainers at DFW All Pro Wrestling. I think I was like, hey man, you got like I see you bring the rings to the shows. You need any help setting up rings at any other shows? Let me know. So I think I went to this is a long story, but I'm just gonna tell you. I went to like the show called IHWE. You guys remember that?
I vaguely remember that one.
It was a David Fuller promotion back in the day here in Texas. I don't remember where, but I was helping set up there, and then I met a guy named Luke Hawkins, who is the I Shoot Wrestling guy, who does all the streaming for title matches and IWTV and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I started he's like, hey man, my cameraman didn't show up. I was like, dude, I'll do it. I don't know how, he's like, you know how to video camera? I'm like, yeah, dude, I know how to video camera. I had no clue. But I was just filming shows for him then, and then I started filming big shows for him, like Ring of Honors. I did an Impact before, ringside cameraman and stuff. And so I was doing that. I was setting up rings. I was setting up I was doing production. Then I met this guy named, who you guys know, Lou Gotti. I met Lamont Williams. It was at the backyard of Anthony Back's house, Little Tony's house. He had a ring back there. We were doing so. It was like my first time ever going. He's like, I want you to see if you can take some bumps, because I'm a big dude. I haven't always been this fat, I guess, but like I've always had this size on me. But so he's like, you're pretty big. Let's see what you can do in there. I was like, no. I'm a manager. I'm a Paul Heyman. I'm a behind the scenes. I want to do everything else. He's like, no, you got to do this too. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then out of nowhere, Lou Gotti came. He had like business slacks on and some nice shoes on. I remember this to this day, and like this nice white shirt on. And he didn't care. He was in there bumping and training everybody else in his nice clothes. He had his name tag on. I don't remember what he did back in the day, but he was official. And then ever since I met him, dude, the story's his. That's it, bro. I knew him before DFW All Pro existed. And then he started DFW All Pro, and I just never left, man.
So you spend a lot of time working there, helping them, being a part of it. When do you don the mask and become?
That's a funny story because, like I said, I knew Lou before DFW All Pro, and Lou. Well, actually, it's crazy. The first time I ever met Lou, I showed up at a VIP wrestling event. It was whenever it was at a hotel. Back when he was at the hotel, it was Roderick Strong, I think. It was a show before the Young Bucks show. I remember that. The show before the Young Bucks came, I think it was Roderick Strong. And the first words Lou Gotti ever said to me was, "No, I don't need no help. I have enough people." because I was like, hey man, you need any help? I'll do whatever, man. You know, I'm just trying to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm good. I have enough help. I'm good. So I just waited. He turned his back, and I just kept setting up chairs. I never left. I just kept setting up chairs and made myself useful and blend in. He'll tell you this story too. His first words to me was like, "No, I'm good. I don't need no help." He turned away and he got busy, and I stepped staying busy myself. But anyways, ever since then, I would help set up his shows. I would help set up his production. At the same time, I'm filming like Inspire. I'm filming all these shows ringside. Y'all don't know this, but like I used to film all the big indies in Texas ringside with Luke. You ever saw Luke Hawkins? You saw me. I did the Inspire shows. I did the Sabotage shows. I did the some of the heavy metal shows. I did a lot of shows that you guys probably were at.
When was I seen you at and I didn't know it was you? What the hell?
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%.
God!
I'm getting there. And so I told Lou Gotti, because I was filming all these shows and everybody knows me as the production guy, as this guy helping out and stuff. I was like, Lou, I really want to be a manager, man. I really want to like be a Paul Heyman. I really want to be, Paul Bearer, Gary Hart, just like them. He's like, well, sorry to tell you, buddy, you have to train. I'm not going to go easy on you just because you set up my rings. I'm talking about I was the head ring guy for VIP wrestling and everything. So I thought maybe he would just, throw me a bone, help me out a little bit. He kicked my ass for about a year, dude. A whole year of training at DFW All Pro. And then I got the graduation process, and then I'm be able to be a manager. But the funny story is, when we started, he's like, everybody know you're cool with. I think I told him I wanted to wear a mask so no one would know. So here's what I think I said. Because like I said, I was already in good with people for filming for them. Inspire, and Inspire was huge when I first started. About 5 years ago. It was huge, dude. Yeah. Keith Lee was there, Ricky Stark, Sammy Guevara, all of them were there. Oh, I also did Wrestle Circus, by the way. That's a huge show. You guys were probably at Wrestle Circus.
I went to at least one of them. Those were incredible.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Anyways, so I'm like, I don't want these people to let me in, and I don't want my career to progress because all the work I've done in production. I want to start over clean in this wrestling world. I don't want like, oh, that's him. He helped me with my show. I'm gonna put him on. Now thinking about it, this was a dumb idea. I should have never wore this mask because I would be probably further in my career. But anyways, I told Coach this, and he's like, well, wear a mask or something. I was like, well, I want to do it different. I want to start wearing my mask at training. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna leave. I literally never take this off. Like I show up in this and I leave in this. You guys have seen me. It's like, But so all of a sudden, this guy shows up at training in the mask, and but all these people at training know me because, like I said, I filmed the shows, so like I had to like work the boys for a little bit. I literally I painted my eyes and stuff. I didn't talk for like a couple of months, dude, and they all thought it was weird. They would text Coach like, "Who is this guy, man?" But then obviously, like my homies started knowing because you can only hide your voice so long and your mannerisms. I'm still the same body and I still walk the same. So that's how the mask started, dude. I just wanted to hide my identity because of all my production stuff. I still do a little bit of production nowadays, not as much. Like whenever Luke calls me, I'll do it. So if you ever see a guy on the sides wearing a face mask in these times that we don't need face masks anymore, it's probably me.
Gotcha. Why does a production guy have a really nice watch?
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? No, hey man, I'm always good looking. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So if you remember a really good looking camera guy back in the day, it was probably me.
Oh no, I'm thinking of somebody else then.
Oh damn.
So
that's it, man. It's crazy.
So do you remember your first match as a manager, like who you were managing? And
oh yeah, dude, come on, man. My son, his name is Muerte Infernal. He's my first ever client. He was a good guy. Well, I guess I started off as a good guy. Yeah, dude, I was a good guy when I first started off. I was one of those, let's go, come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? I was a good guy when I first started.
I'm just having second thoughts about this whole thing.
It's not just that. It's the fact that I'm positive I've probably seen him like 100 times before, and I just can't play. And this is gonna drive me crazy for like the rest of this week.
I was at, like I'm saying, did you go to a lot of Inspire shows back then?
Yes, that's what
I
I'm saying. I know I saw you.
Exactly.
I had to have.
Do you know Luke Hawkins, the film guy?
I feel like I've met him a couple times.
The director, he's always by the computer and stuff.
Yes, I've seen. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah,
Okay,
I know for a fact that I've seen y'all whenever I don't have a mask on.
Yeah, and I know I've had to have seen you before, like without.
And I like to do that because I like to blend in sometimes. Like even
Yeah.
nowadays, I'll do whatever I have to do, and I'll go incognito. I'll just wear some regular clothes and just be standing right next to y'all, motherfuckers. Just literally right next to y'all.
This
As
is
a
gonna
regular
drive me
schmo, that's
crazy.
hilarious.
So, okay.
So if you ever see a guy, just maybe sweaty, because I'll be sweating a lot. Maybe sweaty hair, but you haven't seen him the first half, and he's just being around us, looking at us weird. That's probably me.
Okay.
In all fairness, though, if you're down in San Antonio, it's anytime that's not the winter. Big sweaty guys, there's going to be a lot of them
Yeah,
around.
Right,
that
right.
You
really won't
do
narrow it
blend
down at
in.
all. So
I do it good, man. I change shoes, pants, shirt, everything. Obviously, I can't change the size of my body, so be on the lookout.
Do a little
Dude,
pimp
basically
walk just to be
Batman.
different.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. The mask. The one thing I'm trying to do it differently than anybody else.
Yeah.
I know there's been some managers who have worn a mask, but there's not any managers that freaking only wears a mask, started wearing the mask, is gonna like leave wearing the mask. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And there's every other manager that's a mask guy started as a wrestler. I literally started as a manager, and I'm gonna end as a manager. Yes, I've wrestled some matches, but that is for my clients. It's a storyline thing. I've only had 4 matches in my life, and I've lost every single one of those. But I've only had 1 singles match. It was against Aaron Mercer. No disqualification.
Wow. Okay.
Oh no. Oh, I was about to say. Oh, no wonder you lost that one because if he heard the words no DQ, yeah.
Hey, I almost won though. I almost won. My guys turned on me. It was Great Scott and Remedy turned on me.
First of all,
Great
you
Scott.
Great Great Scott. That was your first mistake, so I don't know what to tell you.
We
on
were
that
friends, dude. Actually, I was trying to use his hatred towards Mercer, and I guess it wasn't enough. I guess I was
gonna say. So who did he hate more? Apparently you. So
I think it was because I was bossing him around, telling him what to do.
Yeah, he don't like that.
You.
Yeah,
and now he's retired though. But look who still has a career, and look who's retired. Great Scott.
Wow.
I love you, dude.
I was gonna say, what is he gonna say next? I so hope I can send this to him. But darn it, he switched up. You pulled yourself out of that nosedive.
Oh no, I've managed Great Scott. His finisher move is the pump and dump. I don't know if you remember. He did the pump and dump. We did the double pump and dump. Yeah. If you can find a clip of it, I have a clip of it. I'll send it to you. You can put it right here.
Was this a Road Dogg inspired by any chance, or?
No, it's like just a front flip breaker thing, and I helped him. So we called it a double.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Send that clip though. Yeah, because I actually am curious because I got to remember seeing it. So
it's a double pump and dump.
Oh, I think you just like saying that more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not some of the other podcasts. This is more Super Cena than Attitude Era. So just totally confused.
All right,
I gotta go then. See you.
So when did you start kind of amassing a group of clients? I mean, obviously now, at least down in San Antonio, we know you for the DFW cartel, but when did you start kind of putting a stable together?
So my first ever, right when you start, dude.
Okay.
What kind of manager are you if you don't have a stable? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. There are some managers that just go with the solo dolo, which right now I'm kind of doing that with Bo Amir and Lion. I'm kind of, I got other side clients, which I don't want them to get offended by that by any means. I have other clients, right? But like I have people that I'm putting my focus in. I have a lot of things going on up here, right? I have a lot of clients, a lot of promotions, a lot of different universes. Some of my clients are against me in some places. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's crazy. You got to navigate this. You know what I'm saying?
At least we're all clear because the Texas indie wrestling multiverse is a thing we have talked about for a couple years now, and it's 100% true. So we understand.
My lines are blurring now. They're about to get better, and I'm about to make it to where it's all one universe for me. But like right now, I'm in the multiverse right now.
Dude, like, imagine how it is for me whenever I go up to the DFW area, and I'm just like, I don't remember who's on his side or not anymore. I'm like, is he? No, like that's RC HC.
Yeah, in
what
Dallas.
company is this? Yeah.
Like in Dallas, my coach, my trainer hates me. We're against each other here. We're like mortal enemies. But in RCW and everywhere besides Dallas, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Besides Dallas.
But like, what's crazy is he won't put me on VIP. I'm his boy. That's our rivalry right now. So I've been at every VIP. I'm gonna make his life a living hell until it puts me on there.
Oh
There you
no.
go.
But like I said, outside of Dallas, we're family. But to answer your question, when I first started, I started managing this group called The Crew. Aaron Sykes, Helio Guerra, and Muerten Fernand. 3 young guys that DFW All-Pro, luchadors, faces, nice guys. Then I sent them to Mexico. They got some training in Mexico. They did a 3 months tour in Mexico, like living on the streets. Like it was literally rough for them. It was really terrible for them. They went with Lowrider. Lowrider, they're crazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't really set them up in a house or nothing. They were just figuring out stuff for like 3 months. It was crazy, dude. But they were training with like legends and training every day, like in lucha, dude. That's what they needed.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, I could tell they're liking the cheers from the fans a little bit too much. They're getting a little soft on me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I kicked my son in the nuts and I left them. And I joined Lugatti, Killer Kate, Angel Camacho, Zarek Camacho, Onyx Camacho, and we formed the DFW Cartel. That's when the cartel
group
started.
of all time. Oh, I mean, huh? What?
Yeah, Killer Kate was in that. Killer Kate used to be a killer. Now she's a Karen. She should change her name to Karen Kate. Kill Karen Kate.
Okay, first of all, whoa, we're not doing that because I like Killer.
Listen, Killer Kate, if you're listening, you used to be a killer. You used to choke people out. You still choke people out, but you used to not let go. Now you let go when they tap. What happened to the killer that I used to know? That's why we replaced your ass with the queen, La Leona Alejandra Quintanilla.
Okay, Killer K, ignore this fool down here, all right? You're just fine as you are. This dude's just being annoying, okay? Just ignore him, okay?
And one of the greatest rivalries at DFW All Pro, Killer K versus Alejandra.
Oh, no, the heads down. Whenever I saw clips of that, because I it's very hard for me to make it to Dallas for shows, of course, but it's like every time I saw clips of it, it was like they looked like they went to war every single time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, they both, I think, 3-time? I don't know. They're both at least 2-time DFW All Pro Women's Champion.
Yeah.
And it ended up with Line joining the cartel. Kate's a sucker now. Karen Kate.
Oh my God.
I do have a personal question.
Let's see. That's a group there. And then
that's
that group's been running good. Then we got another cousin, Ocho Camacho, came in. Then we got a sister out of nowhere. Amy Camacho's in there.
Okay, this was my question. How many Camachos are there?
That's actually a good question.
5, I think. Angel Camacho, who just won leadership. They had a big fatal 4-way recently for the leadership of the Camachos. It's crazy. There's Angel Camacho, Ocho Camacho, Zarek Camacho, Onyx Camacho. I already lost count. Wait, Angel, Ocho, Onyx, Zarek, and Amy. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
But Zarek and Onyx are Dos Camachos. They're a tag team. Okay. Really, they have a lot of championships around Texas. Really good guys. Angel Camacho, y'all know him. 400, 500-pound Puerto Rican juggernaut. Big old dude. Y'all saw him at RCW. He headbutted me. That hurt really bad. And then Ocho Camacho, he's the eldest of the group, but he went to prison sometime. So Angel had to take over while he was in prison. Now he's back. Killing everybody. Have you ever seen Ocho Camacho?
I think I saw. I think I saw him at VIP, like at the last VIP show. That was who I'm thinking about. He jumped in the ring during.
Yep.
Yeah, that was him.
Big Mike, you like him? He's bald. He calls himself the hardest head in the Camacho family.
And that's the one that fit the title.
Yeah.
You like bald guys? Are you automatically attracted? Not attracted, but like drawn to bald wrestlers?
Tommy, who's my favorite current wrestler in the business right now?
Oh, Claudio.
So, bald ass. You like Stone Cold. You like Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yep.
I mean, in all fairness, though, all time, it is Shawn and Sting, so there is something for guys with hair.
Yeah.
But right now, it is Claudio, current day. So.
Yeah. Well, you see Brian Keith versus Claudio?
Oh, yes, I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, for whatever.
Which, I said this on another podcast I was on the other day. Brian Keith, shout out. You're doing great things. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, he is.
But remember who you have to thank for the run you're
I
on.
was watching you for that. That was a couple days
Brian
ago.
Keith, I'm gonna say this every chance I get, buddy, my friend. You told me that you owed me one, and I'm ready to collect my bounty. Give me a contract, dog. Give me a contract, dog.
This is probably going to be our most clipped interview from all the wrestlers who are going to like call him out right back.
No, I'm not gonna call him out. Brian Keith knows. Back when Brian Keith was in the trunks, he was versus Aaron Mercer. Mercer had him in a submission. Brian Keith, but me, Nastico, the best manager, I had the ref distracted. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because I didn't like Aaron Mercer, or maybe it's because I knew Brian Keith will be the next big thing. So, Brian Keith, you're welcome. I wouldn't do it for any other guy, you know what I'm saying? You're my homie. Holler at me. Give me a call.
Look,
I need a bounty.
Tommy, let me just put this out there into the ether, okay?
Okay.
Here comes Swerve with Prince Nana doing his Swerve dance, right? He's going to face Brian Keith. Brian Keith is like, that's a real distracting dance. How do I counteract Prince Nana and the dance?
Hey, I got a better dance for Nana. Man, y'all see my knees shake. Y'all see the knees.
Okay, a dance off between you and Prince Nana is something I actually do need to see.
That is a specific stanky leg, right?
Hey, it's a double stanky leg, double stanky knees. Did you see when everyone got eliminated? I did a little dance on them.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a lot of eliminations. Bolmir with 10. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, and I also want to get into, because I was second row on one side. Alejandra, of course, did win, but she also got attacked by Katie Forbes with some unique offense. And I heard you at ringside. I think you just turned to us and was worried that.
No, I didn't say anything. Nope.
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. Hopefully she got antibiotics just in case, but.
Hey, but just know something. Lion, if you're ever in the time of need, I might have to. Never mind.
Well, look, we could also.
I'll take one for the team. That's all I'm saying. I'll take two for the team, if you know what I mean.
Okay. There was a guy at ringside who was saying things like that way too often. He was like first row. And I was like, in my head, I was like, dude, we keep them to ourselves. We don't say them out loud. All right. I was like, come on.
He let the intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah, he really did.
Well, I mean it totally.
Of course, as right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said it earlier. You would do anything for your clients.
You know what I'm saying? Even if I have to, which, I know that's a devastating move, but if I have to be in Lion's place for that move, dang it, I guess I will.
That's what the manager does, yeah.
And I might even take the mask off for that one.
I bet you would.
Because I don't want to get it like dirty or anything.
Of course, that's what you meant.
Okay.
Anyways, Katie Forbes. I thought we were friends, by the way. You told Lion, you looked at her in the eyes and said, "What's up, girl? We're gonna team up in this?" And then you tried to kill her with your bum. I remember.
Yeah. Just kill her with her bum.
Did y'all not see it, sure?
No, yeah,
that's you did. It's just how you phrased it.
No, she wound up trying to team up with Gordy and Shiva.
Yeah, she chose losers.
Didn't work out too well for her, unfortunately.
Wow. Gordy and Shiva are both losers. Especially Shiva. Thinking she's going to come back and take the championship. Back in the line for you, Shiva. Back in the line, sucker.
Official disclaimer, the words of Nastico are those of Nastico himself and not of Countdown City Wrestlecast.
But these are the words of Tommy. Listen. Shiva, he's all yours. We'll tell you how to find him. Have at him.
Shiva, I don't care. Everyone else, you got everyone else with this sob story, this leg thing, coming in all leggy. But guess what? I don't give a dang. It's the Lions' time. Your time is up 20 years ago, however long you've been here. Back of the line.
Shiva, you're welcome to him.
Hey, when you're the best manager, you manage the women's champion at RCW, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, say whatever you want.
Hey.
Knock yourself out, my friend.
Oh, no. Ain't nobody scared of Shiva ass. I got a picture right now in my thing of my client, Alejandra, slapping Shiva's face off like 5 years ago, and it's my favorite picture. I'll send that to you, too.
Whew, well, this is going to be clipped all.
Yeah.
Hey, Shiva Nader, back of the line, sucker. Get some wins up before you come talk to me.
Whew.
When's the last time she won? Probably. Oh wait, never mind. That was against Alejandra Lyon.
I was wondering if you remember that. I was going out, but she was remember what I said.
Hey, but that was a long time ago. She's broken her leg since then.
Bro, that was like 6 months ago.
Hey, but that's out with the old news, in with the new news. Alejandra's the new women's champion.
She is. And so
I don't know if we're getting into that yet, but you know what I'm saying.
Let's go ahead because there's some art. So, like you said, there's a multiverse. We're going to kind of focus on the RCW one because that's the ones we were at all the time.
And most recently.
Right.
And that poster right behind you is RCW.
Yeah. This one, yeah.
Really good poster, by the way.
Yeah, it's an incredible poster.
It's a great poster.
I love the callback to those old ones.
He didn't put me on there, but I'm one of those guys in the very back. You can't see me. It's my silhouette.
You could be behind Angel. We don't know. So.
Oh, yeah. He's probably stepping on me. Big ass. Hey, Angel, we used to be friends, bud.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, at least in the context of RCW. And I mentioned this to you before the show. For the last several RCW shows, Tommy and I were actively trying to convince Alejandra to dump Nastico because you had multiple clients and you seemed to have a hard time choosing which one. It seemed to be more like whoever won was your choice, and you tried to affect that in several ways.
Okay, do you have a question, or is that just a statement?
Did you try to choose one over the other? How about that?
Okay, I was like, what are you trying to tell me? You trying to just tell me all my problems? Or you I
should have just said yes. But
all right, listen. All this stems from a very jealous, ugly, stanky, penguin-looking like Brandon Oliver. Look me in my eyes, sucker. Your plan failed. My client, Alejandra Lyon, is now your women's champion. And my other client is the number one contender. You tried, but you failed. Listen, yes, there's some casualties on this battlefield. Emmy Camacho and Angel Camacho are no longer affiliated with me at RCW. But whenever you're the best manager, you got to make sacrifices. You got to make sacrifices to be on top. And Emmy and Angel, easy choice for me. Brandon Oliver, you put them against me. You put Lyon and Emmy against each other. Y'all remember that? He put Lyon versus Emmy, right? Am I right?
That was a match, yes.
He booked a match, yes.
And it was for the championship. You know, it was for the championship. But why would you put two friends against each other for a championship? You know, greed's going to get in the way. You know, they're both going to go for that. When my plan all along was actually what's happening right now. My plan all along was to have Emmy as a champion and to have Lyon as a champion. But now they're not, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you did do that in an opposite order. You affected both of them, clearly.
Yeah. I said, no matter what, whenever Lyon versus Emmy, I didn't pick a side. I said, no matter what, one of my clients is going to win. Did I not say that?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Emmy got a little greedy. Emmy got a little soft on me. She started, like I said, that you start cheering for somebody. They start listening and thinking they're good without me. But Emmy, you're young. You're young. And in this business is cruel. You're young and you got a lot of championship. And I'm sorry for cussing, but these bitches jealous, Emmy. You need a manager to swat the bitches off of you. Because whenever I'm a manager, they know better than to mess with my clients, Emmy. And you know this is true. In Austin, I take very good care of you. Sabotage Wrestling, rising champion. You know what I'm saying? Nobody messes with me. But in San Antonio, I'm sorry. You're on your own.
Yeah.
So Brandon Oliver, you're a sucker. But I will say one thing. Brandon Oliver takes good care of me because whenever my client won the championship, got a little bonus.
From Boom Boom. Interesting.
He didn't buy me this, but he gave me some money.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
You get bonuses whenever you win at RCW.
I see. I gotcha.
But let's talk about that number one contender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd y'all think about that battle royal?
He came in earlier than I thought.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was dominant as well. I mean, he's always been impressive, not just for a big deal, just like in general, he's always been impressive.
Right.
So,
right.
And Yeah, I can't say it was a big shock that he won because, well, look at him. So
And like an even more impressive feature, or not feature, feat, is my former client was the last guy too. Angel.
Right.
Like I said, I wanted us all to win. And if they just waited, we could have all won. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you wanted him to take a seat, you didn't have to literally throw the chair at his back
yeah,
at like a
He
baseball
headbutted
field.
me. He headbutted me. Listen, all I was doing was holding his leg, saying, "Hey, let's talk about this. You ain't gotta Vader splash him because the plan is to throw him over the top rope. Let's just wait on. You know what I'm saying? Let's just wait a second." And then he acted rationally. Maybe he was hungry or something. He headbutted me. And then whenever I was on the ground, I happened to look over, and there was a chair literally underneath the ring. What do you want me to do? My inner manager instincts, like spidey senses, they just kicked in, and I fucking blew his back out with that chair, and then he was on the ground, and then my
Pause.
client's number one contender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's okay, Tommy. We're not doing phrasing here.
I know, but it slipped out.
I do have a hypothetical then, given the way both of them ended. Had Angel fallen into your arms the way Emmy did, would you have been able to catch him and then drop him the same way?
Hey, he would have hit the ground all right, but I think my
You-
legs would have been crushed too. Angel likes to tell people he's a 400-pound Puerto Rican juggernaut, but I know damn well he's like 560, probably.
560. You had to throw in that
Listen,
last
no,
zero.
I'm the best manager and I'm very strong, but there's not a man on this world
no,
that
you're
could
right.
catch Angel's big ass. And I say that in like he's impressive. And you know what I'm saying? I don't like you, Angel. I don't like you. But no, I would have moved out the way.
Yeah, okay.
But I was on the ground. I was scared for a second. He was about to land on me, dude. I was so scared, yo.
Speaking of that, can we go back a couple RCW shows to the mixed tag where somehow Alejandra survived the
That
Oh gosh, dude,
apocalypse?
they tried to murder her.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know if
did.
you can say that M word on here, but they tried to end her career, dude. Why
Yeah.
would you stack two people on each other, go up to the middle rope, and Vader
But
bomb
look, in
someone
all
who's only
fairness,
like 90 pounds?
if you're gonna call Angel 560, Emmy on his shoulders barely got him to 600, but still, I mean,
Nah,
that
Amy's dense. She's got a little
okay,
bit more. She's a Camacho.
Emmy stinks.
She's a Camacho. They weigh more just off the jump.
okay.
Emmy,
They got bigger. They got denser bones. No,
yo,
I'm just
this
kidding.
dude a fool, man.
I know what you're saying though, but there's still two people, both their inertias crashing down on a defenseless, helpless lion.
Yeah, and honestly, Emmy went flying off his back.
Because he's
Like,
huge. He's got his
Yeah.
own gravity. He's got like lower gravity around him, which affects the
It's so
magnation pull and push. And he went flying.
oh man,
But that was crazy. That clip went
yeah,
viral, man, and I hope I
yeah.
never see that move again. You know, I've been underneath an Angel Camacho splash back in my
Ooh.
early days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I let's just say, never mind. I can't say that on this. Is this PG or PG-13? What is this?
Well, we have an editor, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, editor. Let's just say I shit myself. Can you
Okay.
edit that out?
You probably
That's-
can.
Dude,
Oh man.
back in the day, Angel Camacho kidnapped me one time. He threw me in the trunk of a car. I got a clip of that too. I got a long story with the Angel Camacho, dude.
Seems
That's
like
why
it.
that chair shot when I hit him in the back, I was letting out years.
I was about to
of
say,
aggression.
it feels like you were. It feels like now that we hear more of the story, that chair shot wasn't just about Bo Amir anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I whacked the shit out of him, didn't I not? I
You
yammed
did.
his
did.
ass.
Actually, no. I gotta give it to you. If I gotta give you props for anything, real talk, that was one of the hardest chair shots I think I've heard in a minute.
Hey,
especially in
this
that
ain't
building.
fake, baby. I was trying to break his back with that chair because my client, Bo Amir, was in the middle of the ring and Angel was on the outside of the ring. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you walked out with 2 Rumble Royale winning clients.
I don't think that's
You
ever
did?
been done
I
at
don't know.
I'm sure it
20
hasn't.
years.
No, it's likely to never be repeated.
Has
Yeah.
any manager, you guys are RCW fans. You guys are
Mhm.
like, you guys been there for a long time?
Yeah, I've been going since
Tommy too.
2005.
Yeah.
Okay. And in your knowledge, has there been a manager to manage the women's championship and the heavyweight championship at the same time at RCW?
As far back as I can remember, no, because because the RCW Heavyweight Championship has been around since the beginning. The Women's Championship is only about maybe 15 years old, maybe a little older. So no, I can't think of a manager who's managed both. That so far. I got to think on that, but at the current moment, I can't think of one who did both.
Let's see. I've managed the tag team champions there. I've
You have.
managed the RCW Phoenix Championship,
Yeah.
and now the women's championship. And pretty soon, February 25th, my client Bo Amir has his rematch against the one and only Khan. Let me tell you something, Khan. If you're watching this, you're not looking that impressive on TV, buddy. You got chokeslammed by Orange Cassidy. You took the pin the other day. So guess what? February 25th, your bad days in wrestling will continue. You see, RCW, they put a picture up of you and the 6-man tag and the RCW tag heavyweight championship. They need to update that picture because you don't got that 6-man championship anymore. And on February 25th, you won't have that RCW heavyweight championship. So you can go running home to Ren. You can go running home to the superstar. Because after February 25th, it's back in the line for you too.
Well, Tommy, I'm going to go ahead and cross COD off our future interviews list.
Yeah, but Mike, I know you said this earlier, but I feel like this bears repeating. The thoughts of Nastico do not reflect those of Countdown City Wrestlecast or its affiliates. They solely belong to Nastico himself. Thank you very much. Basically, Khan, if you must murder someone, we didn't say anything.
Khan, Mr. Khan,
oh, no.
I respect you. You're a specimen. You're a beast. But sir, you got complacent over there in ROH. See, when I met you, you were the top dog, working hard, killing everybody. But now, look at you, man. You're not going to do the same to Bo Amir. What happened at the last time was a fluke. You see, Bo Amir is a different man now. Ever since y'all had y'all's first match, he's put on 30 pounds of muscle just for you. You created this monster, Khan. And on February 25th, woo! Khan's never going to speak again.
I legit got nothing. It's amazing how much nothing I got right now.
It's because I'm the best, and I leave you speechless.
I got nothing.
So
I'll just keep talking about Khan. Listen, Khan, February 25th, when Bo Amir gets his hands around that little neck of yours, and he picks you up 12 feet in the air through the Grand Event Center, whatever that shit is in the sky. Whenever he lifts you up and throws you down, that's it. That's the last time anyone's ever going to see you at RCW, Khan, because Nastico has spoken.
Yeah, I don't know what else we go from there. I think that's
today,
Khan, I had nothing to do with this.
Listen,
nothing.
You guys are scared of Khan, but we've studied Khan. We saw the mistakes we made last time, and I am very confident. February 25th, Mr. Khan. What is he like? We're gonna cut his horns off. We're gonna cut those horns off, Khan. I don't know what animal that is.
I think that's called poaching.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna hang them on my wall.
I think that's illegal in most places now.
Elephant. Why are you doing this? Because if he gets his hands on you, you're gonna regret it.
Look, Tommy,
Khan's already hit me twice with this finisher move, and here I stand. Khan, yes, I had a hurt neck. I had to see the doctor. Maybe a slipped disc. Maybe I couldn't turn my neck for a couple of months. But guess what? Pain is temporary, Khan. I'm not afraid of you. And guess what? Bo Amir, he's been studying. Like I said, studying. He does your workouts. He literally does what you do. So guess what, Khan? February 25th is a whole new monster.
You know, Tommy, you've been afraid of Lance Archer for a while for things you have said. Maybe it would be kind of different to see what happens for things you didn't say. So,
yeah,
maybe you're just guilty by association this time.
Yeah,
hey, Khan. Tommy told me to say all this pre-show.
First of all,
can you tell Khan he's a, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, Khan knows good and well that ain't true because unlike you, I respect him. Yeah.
Khan knows, it's just business. I tried to manage Khan back in the day, and he left me on red. He didn't want to reply to me. And so February 25th, we're going to leave you on dead in the middle of the ring. just like they did on TV the other week.
Oh Jesus.
Mike, I got nothing else to where to go with this. I legitimately
Right.
do not.
Well, Nastico, thank you for joining us.
Hey, but real
Uh,
quick,
We're gonna go contact our lawyers and
For real, see.
real quick, don't be scared. If you're out there, you need a manager to talk for you that's not afraid to say what everyone's thinking or say what you're thinking. Holla at me. Because without me, you're scared. You want to apologize. You're scared. You're scared of what people think. But with me, you ain't gotta worry. You never have to say sorry again because you're like, oh, that's Nastico, and everybody knows.
you know what, Tommy? I think he's rubbing off on me a little bit because I just had a thought.
Oh no.
And maybe Nasco, maybe you could take this under thought. What about the Cholas now protecting Alejandra? They were pretty impressive at the beginning of the Rumble. You know,
Listen, buddy. The Cholas, how many are there? One, two.
4.
I mean,
4.
that's a lot of people to add on my payroll, sucker. Listen, I've already
Look,
got rid
I'm
of
gonna throw this tip in: hot Cheetos and Big Red might be a little bit cheaper.
and tall socks and like some shades and
Knee
some
socks.
He
bandanas and
said
some
tall socks
No,
immediately.
they said that. They said the higher the socks, the downer the fool.
right. But
Right?
listen, and I hate to say this out loud, but Cholas, I don't manage people who need me.
So-
And you
Oh,
suckers, you need some help because y'all didn't win the Rumble. And Calentita, I saw you in line get in there a little bit. You better watch that ass too, Calentita. Don't overplay your card. Is
Now I'm
Calentita a
torn.
part of the Cholas?
Yeah.
yeah.
She
Hey,
is.
Calentita, don't even think about asking for a championship match because you're nowhere to the caliber that is Alejandra Quintanilla.
Callie, you know we like to give you a hard time on site, but I would like to say again, those are his words, not ours.
Listen,
Just throw that out there.
any girl, woman, man at RCW want a shot at line, just hit my line. Key Vibes, Katie Forbes, Shiva, Miranda Gordy, freaking who else is in there? London Dior, Victoria Mosh. Who else was in there?
Killer Kate,
JL.
JL, especially
Jay
JL, big
Michelle,
legs.
Jael.
See, big legs mean they can
uh,
get freaking snapped. You know what I'm saying?
Jasmine Allure was in there.
Yeah.
Jasmine Lord, I think the Cholas left you or they jumped you or something, Jasmine. I tried to manage you too a long time ago. You left me on red. No sympathy from me.
Oh wow, this has been the most explosive interview we've done. I think.
Yeah. Wow. That one. Whew.
So I'm just letting you guys know. February 25th, get your tickets now because Khan versus Boemir 2 is happening. And I promise you it won't be like the first time.
I mean, he's got a rematch. He's
Yeah.
it's got to be different for him.
I can't lie. He absolutely earned it. That's true.
And like I said, anything Khan does is documented. It's for us to study. But Boemir, we've been in the lab. You can't see what we're doing. Boemir literally is adding new things to his arsenal, getting stronger every day, just learning. And Khan, we see everything you do, buddy. Go ahead and try to give us some new moves because we see that. We see everything, Khan.
Oh no.
One last question: are you ever afraid that your mouth might write a check your clients can't cash?
Listen, if you've been following my career, you know I'm not scared to say anything. And
True.
yes, I've been F5'd by T-Ray. I've been gored by Rhino. I've been RKO'd by Exodus Prime. I've been my back broken by my own coach, Lou Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Like, Angel Camacho's gave me the splash from the top rope, not just this little weak-ass Vader Bomb is doing right now. He gave me the top one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yes, my mouth has got me into trouble, but guess what? I'll do it again and again because everything I do is a part of my master plan, and I got everybody right where I want them.
All right,
Okay.
Tommy, you got anything else?
And
I
you can't
got
do nothing but respect it either, Tommy, because you know the proof's in the pudding, doc.
I ain't say all that now. I ain't say I
And
got
you look
respect.
like you like pudding.
Wait, me, him, because okay.
Both
You know
y'all
what?
love it.
You know what? I'm talking about somebody who like pudding. Your suits are spitting a little snug there, homeboy. Just saying.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
They're saying they're saying you might need to go up an X in them suits. Is all I'm saying. You talking
Nah.
about
I like it tight.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Something you ain't never heard of.
Fool, I'm married.
My point, exactly.
Mike, end this damn interview. I'm sick of this fool already, man.
All right. Well,
Same time tomorrow. All right, cool.
We want to thank Nastico for being here with us. So we're gonna get out of here before anything else happens. For the WrestleCast, this is my partner in crime, Tommy.
I hate you so much, Nastico. Like for real. Like,
listen, Tommy.
And he is the best manager, Nastico.
You hate me, but I know you'll be right there at the next show, waiting for me. Already ticket in hand. So say what you want to say, sucker, but I am the best manager.
And we're out. Bye.
See ya.